Alright guys, we're gonna proceed with our ride. I'm taking the lead here. We're just doing some break-in miles, so keeping it under 7,000 RPM. You know, I guess I received a comment on the exhaust heat, if I had any issues with exhaust heat coming from the exhaust. So basically the rear exhaust valves is right under the rider seat. So and you do have heat shields under there, but you will feel heat coming from maybe your inner thighs there. Probably more, I think I feel it more on the left side, but it's not unbearable at all. So even with the stock exhaust, and then now with the full system aquapovic exhaust, I mean, there's definitely heat there. You could feel it, and I know there's a heat shield here on the right side too as well, that's covering that whole pipe that kind of curves, right? So you've got a heat shield there, and then you got a heat shield underneath your seat. So there's heat shield protection throughout the hot spots for sure, but you will feel heat coming from that exhaust valve. Like, you know, again, it's just right on, there's just no way around it. It's right under your seat, unfortunately, and you will feel it on the sides, you know, like your inner thigh, but it's not unbearable. It's not like, you know, it's not a bother to me at this time, you know. So I don't know, in stop and go traffic in the middle of summer, that might be an issue. So I'll check back with you guys on that, on my thoughts on the heat in the summer, because that might be, you know, that might be an issue then. But I just don't know until I'm there. But right now, it's really not a problem. But the heat is there. You will notice the heat. But I think, you know, once you get the bike moving, it's a non-issue. So as long as the bike's moving, it doesn't really bother you. I mean, you got wind, and you got this aerodynamic package, very good ventilation on this new fairing. You've got these shark, you can't see it now, but you know, you got these shark gills on the side there that provides better airflow, you know, through the motor, through the radiator. So it's not, and then you've got air coming in between your, you know, right there between your legs too. And that's really where the heat is that rear exhaust valve. Like I said, that's one of the hot spots of that exhaust, is that rear exhaust, like around that rear exhaust valve area. So, but yeah, I mean, right now, you know, it's not a problem. But I'll check back with you guys definitely, because I know that's one of the main questions. You know, maybe in stop and go traffic and in the middle of summer, it might be a different story. So let's I'm gonna pull over here, waiting for some of my guys here. I think we lost them a little bit. There they are. scratch that. Not a good thing to do during braking period, but I just had the sudden urge. I mean, this bike is just so good, and I'm just, it's just an all-around great motor, great power delivery, and I'm just so comfortable riding this thing. And I really just can't wait to you know, start taking it out on the track day. But anyways, scratch that. Not something that you should be doing during braking period, and I was actually we'll be doing that again. So, but keeping it under 7,000 RPM is really what we need to be doing. And just look at the sound of that motor. It's so intoxicating, and the downshifts are so precise. I know the Ducati quick shifter, they really made a big deal about how good that is above 10,000 RPM. That's, you know, the Ducati CEO really emphasized on that, and just how good and how precise it is, and how quick and smooth the upshifts and downshifts are above that 10,000 RPM range. So I mean, that's all track specific. So you know, so I'm really looking forward to checking that out on a track day once we get an opportunity to go on the track day on this thing. So yeah, so right now I got 3 bars on the coolant temperature. So that's something that I would recommend, is just making sure you check the fluids, that you got the proper levels. Really, this bike, since riding it, it kind of floats around between 2 to 3 bars. Anything higher than that, according to the manual, you know, you would just have to pull over and just make sure that you give your motor a chance to cool down. So anyways, I actually got an inbound call coming from my Senna right now as we speak. All right guys, sorry I had to pick up an inbound call on the Senna. So we're still out here riding, and at this point we're just trying to put as many miles as we can, and I'm kind of mixing the miles to street, canyons, and highway. So just to give the motorcycle a chance to have different flavors, so it's not just strictly highway miles or street miles or canyon miles. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to mix it up as best as I can. And right now we're on 3rd gear, just under 5,000 RPM. I'll probably upshift. Now we're on 4th, and you're just cruising. I had plenty of opportunities earlier in the ride to take it up to that 7,000 RPM range. Just taking certain gears to that 7,000 RPM range. Just kind of varying the RPM as best as you can. You're not really babying it. You know, what you're doing is you want to take it up to that 7,000 RPM range, but at the same time you want to vary it. You don't want to just leave it there. So that's the key. How does that Acura exhaust sound, guys? Comment down below, let me know. It's hard for me to, I mean, it's different sitting from the cockpit, how it sounds, and it's different, you know, me standing beside the bike with the helmet off and listening to the exhaust. And again, I'm only like 30% throttle, so I'm not really doing wide open throttle. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a different tone once you start opening it up. But right now, that's kind of what you're hearing. Is you're hearing the exhaust just cruising, you know, again under 7,000 RPMs and with, you know, 30% throttle opening. So I don't know if that's really a good indication of how this exhaust really, you know, truly sounds. I mean, there's, you know, there's going to be probably different levels of sounds coming from this exhaust, you know, from the low RPMs to the mid RPM to the and up to that higher RPM range, which I think is going to be pretty impressive. So I'm just keeping it up to that 7,000 RPM there, all the way up to 5th gear. It sounds really good. And you know what, right now this is I don't even know where I'm going. This is a dead end. Okay, so I'm lost, guys. So you know what I'm gonna do, since I've got guys following me today. They're following me as I break in my motorcycle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my way out of here, number one, and then I'll catch you guys on the next clip. But I think this just gives you a good idea of how manageable this V4 is on the street, just cruising around, you know, taking it easy, right? Somewhat. You know, you are under 7,000 RPMs. You know, this thing redlines closer to 15,000 RPMs. So like I said, you're not even using half of the rev range. But kind of gives you a good idea how it is, and you're kind of seeing me go through the daily rides here, logging on miles, breaking miles on this Panigale V4. So with that, I'm gonna log off. It's time to say goodbye for now. You know, again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel, hit that bell notification so you get notified. If you have any comments, questions, anything, leave them in the comment section below. I always do my best to try to respond. So until next time, ride safe and be good, everyone. See ya. Bye.